Welcome everyone to our weekly call for the people now and the future. Today's topic is ease with deserving. So when I say the word deserving, I know the underlying energy for you all is coming up as bullying, but what does the word deserving means to all of y'all? You can type, unmute, and more people can show their faces. It'll be even more fun. Anyone?
What did you ask? Sorry, I missed the question.
What does the word deserving means to you? First thing.
I doesn't resonate with me. That's why I have still not been able to ask anything. You know, you guys, any spiritual practice, ask and you shall receive. I come into that judgment only that, well, whether I'll be able to receive, do I deserve it, is an underlying point of view. Doesn't deserve, what you say, um, resonate with me that I deserve this.
So you don't resonate, but what do you think of the word deserving when you're saying this?
See, like how I explained you about ask and you shall receive, and access tells you keep on asking, keep asking. Your ask is very less, so if you're bored, you are not asking enough. This is what, whenever I ask these things, I hear this thing, I say, "Arey, milega kya?" So milega kya is a underlying, when I'm talking to you, underlying point of view is I'm undeserving.
That exactly I wanted this word from your mouth, because that was your energy, but you were going round and round. Which is fair.
Yeah, so I couldn't explain it to you well, because
that's why I gave you another chance.
Yeah,
because you knew what you do.
So whenever this daily play comes, by another facilitator, I said, she said, if you're bored, that means you're not asking enough.
True.
But
that's one way to look at it. There's sometimes for people it could be something more or something else.
Yeah. Or you are not asking what you say. You keep on asking 100 things, like just a play and all that. It's 100 things. I stop at 6. Imagine 6 or 7. So bahut, 7 is, to my God, stretch. So of course the underlying point of view is undeserving, no?
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Other things also, like sometimes you say, what did I do to deserve this? It's my karma. That's come on my head.
Underlying for most of y'all is like, I can't deserve this.
Well, I feel that I deserve to have a great job, but but I get mean bosses.
So truth, what does truly deserving means to you? Be honest. First thing.
Being recognized for what I am, the power in me, the goodness in me, the creativity in me.
Okay, if the whole world will not look at you that way, okay, as so-called you're asking as of now, and it couldn't go for anyone, what will happen? What's the worst will happen to you? No one will give you that recognition. No one will tell you you're deserving. But they're seeing your work. They're seeing you who you are. But as from the mouth or by their behavior, they're not giving you any validation of that word. What will happen to Vandana's body?
It will be rejected. It will feel rejected.
And disappointment.
Disappointment. Okay. Someone said disappointment.
And then it withdraws from the world. It doesn't want to interact with the world, because when it's rejected, it recedes inside and goes into a place of isolation.
Hello.
Interesting. Yeah, Mamta. I think she's talking to someone else in the behind. Yeah. Okay. Shamshedji, you wanted to say something? You had a hand had gone up.
Yeah, the same thing as what Sonu has said. So a lot of doubts come up, and the underlying energy is I don't deserve it.
Okay.
And
so everything
now,
all this.
One more thing which is coming up is that because I have this, I keep creating situations where I'm left asking and things don't show up. I'm like, I got present to that.
Say that again. I keep asking. Then what do you say?
It doesn't show up because I'm doubting it all the time, because inside that, the program is, I don't deserve it. and so receiving becomes so difficult for me. Thank you so much. It was so brilliant. I just got present to the quote that runs my life.
What did I
But
do to deserve this? But never think I deserve this. Interesting, Anju. Okay, so everything, all this is bringing out for everyone. Can be destroyed and created all. Right and
Yes.
wrong, good and bad, poor and pop, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyond. So you all are
Rashi, when
all
you are,
coming.
sorry, Rashi,
Sorry.
when we are talking about this, no, I'm just thinking about some incidents. Like, I see some woman with a man, couple, and I say, "Kya hai isme?" When I was not doing any spiritual journey and all that, or in the office also, some people really get away with doing nothing. Kya hai isme yaar? Kya hai? And now since we are present to this, they already know they deserve it. Some Insta stars also, they are like for example, Kardashians, like in reality star, they have, they really want to make it big. Kuch, there is no underlying point of view of not deserving it. So, obviously they'll be successful. So
No, and it's
you,
not obvious, but okay.
yeah,
Interesting
no,
point
no,
of
I'm
view.
just telling you, sometimes
Okay.
when you see some people, see, earlier I used to have this judgment. This is, I'm talking about 10 years back. I'm just, now since this, I just got present to it. They just had this, okay, we have to have this. There was nothing beyond right and wrong. Nothing was that. Like, I have to have this. I have to have a good life or a promotion or a successful career and all that. That was their ask. It was universe was saying tathastu.
So when we say tatha astu, and or when we say all this deserving, the underline for all of us is I'm ready to receive.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
receiving has no point of view, the
yeah.
good or the bad. Like even as you're getting the example of the keeping up with the Kardashians, I don't deserve anything with ease, Seema's written. So exactly, the universe will not give you, if your universe exactly listens, that tathastu is like, so be it. Okay, so if you say, okay, I want that recognition in my office, I don't want to be bullied here, I don't like this, so it's gonna come like you're already telling, you know what, universe, I want it this way, this is my exact menu with my ingredient, make it exactly how I like to make it. It's the energy of controlling it, and you're not trusting what universe can give you. And you're asked, most of us, the reason we don't know ask for more, as you said earlier, Sonuji, because we don't know we can receive all that. That's the underlying of even boredom, because we really don't know what we can ask for. We've not been taught how to do it in this world. So we think, A, pehle wo A, B to milta hi nahi. Then you're suddenly telling me to ask for 10 things. So these are, the mind just bobbles up and takes us back to that square one. You know what? This is all bullshit. Ultimately, my life will just keep going how I like to control it. Because that little hurdles which start coming up, those A are unknowingly are asked, because we want to keep proving, look, I'll come with the hard work of this reality. I will not choose something so easy. Because it's a programming. And the minute something good is going, again, we'll look for a hurdle. And then we'll say, oh, see, that hurdle came. So we get distracted in that puddle again, so that we can work on that and then go. And then we look, oh, look, we solved this. Why didn't no one notice that? I worked so hard towards it. No one gave me that recognition, or, I was so deserving and came out of such a big thing. I should be given medal for it. But for other people, it was like, it was stupid. It's not about right or wrong. It's about, because you made it important in your world. So other people don't look at it as that important. Like today, as simple as when we have been posting things on our social media, what are we looking all for? Validation, that deserving, or how many likes I got, how much my, the followers are increasing, or how many people are commenting or interacting with me. Are you really interacting with yourself? Again, and a majority, the followers, be it on your FB or on Instagram or any other platform, are they even your real friends? But you just want to let them know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. If you're doing it for you, be honest to yourself. It's completely fair. And they're not checking how many likes, how many people noticed, or you wanted to prove what you were wearing that day or where you guys were traveling. you'll exactly know that you're waiting where I'll be validated there. Because we don't want to choose ourselves that what we can receive and ask for. Truth, are y'all truly asking for deserving? Do y'all think y'all deserve whatever y'all are asking for? It could be a very basic amount. It could be how you are addressed in this world. Anything. It could be even something very big. Just look at that energy. Wherever y'all are feeling that energy is getting bullied to y'all, or it feels like, it can't come with ease, or, it's no, like people will do this and that, whatever your hidden agenda with this, just look at that energy in front of you. Do you really feel that y'all deserve it? Yeah, Vandanam.
So what happens when sometimes we ask for something, but we get, like, supposing one is asking, let's say, for a huge swanky Mercedes, just as an example, one ends up getting an old version, and it's like not what you asked for, a lesser version. Where is that? But is that one because of deserving or not being willing to receive?
You tell me, because it will differ for person to person. Truth, if you got that and you asked for, suppose, Z, and you got it in between somewhere, what would you think about it?
Disappointed, very disappointed.
Okay.
And it happened to be recently where I rejected it. I mean, somebody told me that they were going to give me an X present for Diwali, and they gave me something like 1/10 of that, and I said, I don't want it.
Okay. So can you ignore? Okay, fair. Say it. Go ahead.
And I was wondering, am I blocking my receiving? But the way it was given so begrudgingly, I didn't want to take it.
Okay. So
It was done as a
stop there.
favor almost, like I have
Okay,
to.
truth. Truth. Was it fake, or you had concluded it's fake? Be honest. Or you had concluded, wo nahi aaya, the final 10th thing didn't come, that Z what you were asking for. So they're just doing a favor by giving me that 10th thing of it, that 10% of it.
It was given with a lot of attitude, where I just was not in a position to accept it.
Truth, is it true?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes I give you things just to
Okay, now tap into that energy. If you would have accepted it, we are not making you right or wrong. Be brutally honest to your being. If you would have accepted it, would that created more in your world or no?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it would have created more financially, yes, but no, not on a relationship mentor. I've needed to take a stand for myself for once.
Okay, so if it was not such a big deal, how come it's still bothering you? Because if you would have taken it, it would have created something else. Now you have to ask your priority questions in that. Was it the need of your money, or for you the important was that minute the relation? Because in life, you could be asking this, but even it's like, are your receivings really opened here? Because it's like, aapko kabhi itna bhi nahi mila, and you're suddenly going for this. So that small step from A to C also coming, if you're not going to acknowledge that, universe will not know how to give you till Z. But you're concluding A says C is nothing for me, because you all are just trying to put me down, like, oh, I'm not deserving of it and all that. It's like a bullying. That's why this is bothering you. But you didn't even acknowledge that, okay, I could even receive so much, because you were not even getting A say B also till now. It's not we're trying to make you wrong, but we are giving you that awareness. Okay, even right now, if you want to ask them, you can receive that. Secondly, you can acknowledge universe, wow, you started showing me the trickles of my life that I can start receiving more.
But what if it came in a very negative way?
If you can change the energy. If you're not going to create more, how does it matter how the other person's behaving? It's on you, what is your point of view? Point is, आपका अगर फायदा उससे निकलता है, तो why not? It doesn't make you a bad person. We are making like, what, how dare you talk to me and behave me this way? Point is, are you ready to receive you? You're giving again the validation, what, you better behave and talk to me in a certain way. But he or she is exactly doing that how you're treating yourself. Because you're telling that world, you know what, I am not so small. But you're radiating that energy, I'm small. So he or she just knows how to give you that. And then when universe said, okay, before I come to Z, I'll start giving Vandana little, so that she can have it by that certain time. But you are like, no, universe, this doesn't work. You're not listening to my ask. You don't get me. Because you are not ready to get you what you're truly asking for. So it's not about your choice. You can ask them again, or just acknowledge that you got this. And now ask from the space of, what else can I receive? And you can be more present, like, how can I have it something even more? So next time, even if something similar or less or more comes, you need to ask that question, truth, is my body really asking for this? Will it create more in my world? Not from the artificial deserving, ye thodi I deserve, I have to deserve so much more. Because deserving has a slowly, till the time we will not learn how to acknowledge us. It's like, we got asked to sit in right now in a private jet, okay? But if you've not even sat in business class also ever, how can you ever suddenly go on a private jet? I'm just giving a vague example.
Right.
Okay? You've not experienced business or first class, suddenly private jet, it's like your body will go like, no. But then you're saying, no, I want that. But the universe like, do you know the experience? Can you start with step 1, 2, little bit here, see how you feel? Maybe you start enjoying that and gratitude, and maybe you want to spend later, Jaco, you're happy with business class or first class, and you want to create that money for something else. That energy of private jet just became too real, but it didn't have any meaning in it. Because again, we come from the proving space that I want to prove and show the world, like, what, private jet is the best thing to travel only in. It creates luxury, but just aiming for something without knowing what are the other things can give you is just like, just shooting in the dark. And then we keep saying it because we don't know the whole life, that road. How will you deserve? Because you don't know yourself only. How can I go there?
Right.
Yeah. Anju, what's your question?
Yeah, I have two questions. The first is, I don't know if it's really related. Somebody gave me a massager, and it was theirs, and I said, oh, this is very nice, and they made me use it and all. So they gave me this massager, and I said, thank you very much, but on my own, I'll never use it. So, it's better it stays with you, at least you're using it.
Right.
I don't know here if it was a question of deserve or not deserve, but then another thing happened. Somebody gave me money, and I knew that the person was not in a very healthy state of, financial state.
And yet
So
gave.
I said, this is too much. And I know you have a very large heart, and I know you always give. But this time, I just take a small amount as a token. And I said, please don't feel bad about it. But, I understand. And I won't feel happy taking the whole amount. So
And
what is that?
So truth, how did that person feel? Let's start with that money wala energy. How did that person feel?
I didn't say anything.
Did the person take the money back?
I gave it back, na, to lena hi tha.
Okay. And truth, now you tap into their world. Did they like it, or they felt insulted, or they really liked it? You gave the money back. What feels lighter?
No, because there was no further conversation.
It's not about the conversation. It's about the energy.
No, even I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel any negative vibes, or I didn't feel the person felt small, because I said,
okay,
it's not to
Truth,
make
how did you feel while giving the money back?
I just said, I blessed the person, and I said,
no, you're my question. I'm not asking for the words. I'm asking you energetically. When you did that, how did you truly feel? Did it create more in your world?
Two things. In one way, I felt good that, I was aware of the fact that money would be better used by them. They needed it more than I needed it.
Coming from that energy, it's a superior energy. But you just acknowledging that, I can create something else is a different energy. But when we say this to our brain, they need more than me, that means unknowingly we are creating an energy of, you know what, I'm superior than you. So it's a very unknown, like, you know, we just do it very quickly in our head.
Yeah,
Because it's like a judge, it's a
I
judgment.
didn't think like that, but I just felt, it would be, knowing the situation, it would be unfair on my part to take that amount of money, because I know that that person is doing it, कि, you know, हर साल करते हैं, इस साल भी करना चाहिए, और अपने को तकलीफ पहुंचा के कर रहे हैं.
ठीक है, as far you're okay with it, you're feeling lighter in your world, but next time just be careful whenever you want to do something like that for someone where you guys are aware their financials are not so this thing. You need to tap, can they receive that money back? Secondly, are you all also doing it from the superiority thing to prove that I'm a good person, I have a bigger heart? Because when we're doing from these kind of things, underline is we are trying to be superior. Again, we're trying to prove who we are here.
No, the intention was not that.
Then good. Then you're fair. Then, and the second one you said you didn't want the massage thing.
So,
Okay.
and that person said to me, please take it because you're blocking my abundance. So I said, no, I'm not blocking your abundance. It's just that, you know, you will give it to me. It'll lie in my house because I'm not going to use it. अब वो पीठ में मेरा हाथ नहीं जा रहा है. Over there also I asked somebody to do it for me.
Okay, so can you just ask that machine to look at it, whatever that massage thing is? A, would you like to go somewhere else? Can I and give me more? Or you staying at my house, will you create more money to me or something else or profit? Ask that product. Instead of cribbing, ye to waste hai. Everything has energy.
I didn't take it. I said, you know, you're using it. You continue using it because you're using it. मैं use ही नहीं करूँगी. मैं यहाँ use कर रही हूँ.
No, that's not about deserving. That you're just being very clear that you didn't desire to have it. That's also fair. But sometimes next time I would just request, instead of making it from the mind, start asking your bodies about what y'all are asking for. Because sometimes some people are tapping in a different way to give it. Y'all some gifts, even if it's not about access, everyone has a different awareness. Sometimes people are just being over generous to give. It could be a lot of reasons. Your thing should be always, if I pick up that stuff, will it create more in my world or not? Because it's about your deserving. It's not about taking someone's dump or that money or whatever they're trying to give you. It's not a pass in a person, which majority of the world does it, but you guys have to be present with that energy. Okay, if I choose this, if I take that, will it create more or no? And there are scenarios when the gifts are just sent at your house by courier or by person drops by. Tap into that energy. Will this create more? Not from a thing, ye to main use hi nahi karugi, mere ghar mein aisi cheezein nahi chalti. Ask. Sometimes a thing can be just lying in your house. Okay, you are going to never touch, but it has some energy. It will create more in your world. So start asking everything. That I know someone who doesn't like to eat food so much, but will see out of the way, will go to a grocery store and buy a lot of stuff. But for her, that energy is, I need that buffet wala look. It feeds my this thing. And she'll eat like a chinky. But it works in her world. She's okay that khana because the food is never getting wasted. It's just a mindset. It comes from the nature, goes back to the nature. When you are dumping in a dustbin or anywhere, are there insects, animals, plants, whatever, beings, ground, energies, it goes back to there. Nothing gets wasted in this reality. It's just a programming.
So I didn't understand this. What you said, you know, ask yourself if how it will, you know, help you further. What does that
Not
mean?
help. Will it create more in my world?
Create more in my world.
Yeah. Because if you know that it will create more, keep it. It doesn't matter how vague that stuff is or how good that stuff is. If it's not, you can always pass it on.
How will I know it will create more or not?
You just ask the energy and you'll know it will lighten up your world or not. We always know.
Before coming to any conclusion, before interacting with the person, you have to ask yourself.
Energetically. It's all energetic. It's never about the words out.
Okay.
And you can always manipulate and play with it.
Okay. and I'm learning, so it'll take a while. The
Sure,
second
sure.
question I wanted to ask is, you know,
Mhm.
this thing about deserving. I have this feel that you have to be able to do something to deserve something.
You have to
You know,
do
like,
something to deserve something. Okay,
yeah,
yeah. The
like I
majority
tell you,
program.
you see somebody very successful in whichever field. It's not always related with money, but in whichever field you see a successful person, for me, and I feel that, oh, they work so hard, so they deserve all the success. They deserve everything that they're getting for what they're doing. But for
And the
me,
people who don't work, they cannot deserve anything. That's what you're saying.
mm, no, they get it. I don't know. I guess in a convoluted way, yes. So
Yes, that's what.
if you're not working for it, you actually don't deserve it, but your luck or your, you know, mannerisms or your way, you know, the way you can talk and whatever.
Hmm.
There are people who you feel don't deserve because they're not on the job, but they work around whatever they get in a different way.
Okay, so can you acknowledge, because they're just ready
That
to
becomes
receive?
judgmental, no?
Yeah,
Everything
that's
becomes
judgment.
judgmental.
Yeah,
Everything is
underline is
judgmental.
everything to judge. The minute you judge, you're not being in the allowance of receiving.
Yeah.
Because they
So,
don't have a point of view. They could be a rich man's son or nobody in this world. If they know they'll get it, they'll get it. Because they are not coming, how will I get it? They just know I'll be that energy and I'll get it. What we are programmed to do is how. In that how,
yeah,
we get so
for me,
stuck.
like how? For me, it's a big how
Yeah.
because I
But
don't
how
know
is
what
not a
to do.
question. It's the old programming of this English
Yeah.
dictionaries where we make it in school. Har cheez mein, how did this happen? So
No, for me,
But that
for
way, in a
me,
factory floor, a worker works really hard and blood, sweat, and tears, and whatever they're doing. And the boss is sitting in his AC cabin and just giving orders. So, who is more deserving to have the wealth? Is it the worker or the boss, right? So, that's the age-old adage. I mean, it's like,
yeah, but the reason that guy is being a boss because he knows he can have that energy, and the worker believes that he is so poor. Uska kaam hai
yeah,
wo gada mazduri kaam karna zyada.
like for me, from my youth, I've always somehow landed up jobs and lost them equally easily. Being a boss, I have never been, I mean, I may have been number two or whatever from a very young age. And I've always had teams working for me. But do I deserve it? Yes, I believe I deserve to be the boss because I believe I'm smarter than anybody else.
It's not a nah. That's being
Not
arrogant. I'm
smarter, but
smarter
I
than
have
you.
the talent or education. You know what I'm saying?
No, that also doesn't matter. That also doesn't matter. Again, that is linear from this world. It's all about I'm ready to receive. I could not know how to speak English. I could not be educated from this reality. But if I go like, oh hell yeah, I can be a TED speaker and go and talk and I know what I know, I will create it. Language is just a man creation. Energy is the first language of this reality. The universe was made on energy. We have created the barriers. Why sometimes, okay, like as right now, I am in another country. Yes, they know our language with time. But when they are talking, in fact, my taxi guy was very this thing impressed yesterday with me. He's like, how did you get this language? I said, I just knew exactly what you communicated because I tapped into both those guys, what they were talking. And
Oh,
exactly I translated to him. He was just looking at me. He like, "Aapko aata hai bhasha?" He got freaked out because he was trying to say something else that which we should not know. Because I just asked for that energy.
wow.
So we all do know it. It's just about that. Are we ready to be present or we are not ready to be present?
But
मेरे
what,
को तो
like,
यही समझ नहीं आता
I
है how to be
so much
present.
money in my life, Rashi, and I've lost it all also. Where does deserving come in that?
You lost what? Money, a lot of money.
I've made a lot of money and I've lost a lot of money as well.
Okay. So what
So,
is your underlying point of view? Money is just supposed to come and go.
no, I don't know how I lost it. I still have a little angry with myself. I invested in a business
So
where
do you believe I can only work with hard work, but I cannot have it with me? बस दिखाते जाओ दुनिया को मैं कितना काम करती हूँ because you have that energy of lot to show that I can take care of myself by myself, and that's always a proving energy. But the deserving one who ready to receive, they'll see that their wallet always or the bank always has that money or whatever form of money. Money, again, it's the energy of this reality. We are making that paper or that bank statements amount real. Money is you, guys.
Yeah, how to
Money is
stay
just
in
a
that
byproduct.
energy? How to
Sorry?
stay in that how to stay in that
It's a
energy?
choice. It's a choice. Every day, ask yourself how you're, in simple ways, just see how you're talking to yourself. Not,
Because I
not
am a
words.
doer. I like to do things. And that's why I say na do karke deserve hota hai. But I can't, and I want to do something to use my time. I want to do something because I want to earn money, but I don't know how to go about it.
So what do you
It's a
love?
very
Start
silly
from
thing
that.
to say.
Just start from what do you love doing? Because that will be your being energy. Because you'll start learning how to receive you. Like daily, all of y'all can start doing something just for 5 minutes for fun. Just for 5 minutes, what you love to do for yourself. It could be as simple as watching TV for 5 minutes extra. It could be something you could go for a walk. You could be as simple watching and staring at your ceiling and thinking कि कितना गंदा सा fan हो रहा है या light हो रहा है आप लोग का दिवाली के time पे. I'm just giving you vague examples. It could be anything what you love doing daily for 5 minutes. It will become the energy. You'll start knowing what you truly like because that's a part of you. Instead of judging, ki, oh shit, in that 5 minutes I could have done more better work here and this and that. That is just a bullshit of this reality. This is how you start giving 5 minutes time to yourself. You could be doing meditation, anything. I'm just speaking loud, but even if not knowing, just sitting and staring at a wall or your balcony is choosing you.
No, I do give time to myself doing different things. But
Okay.
here what I'm saying is that I know that I can do something to make
Which-
myself more financially stable, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to go about it. I don't know what to do.
So demand that in your world. What will it take to create or generate the money I'm asking for? You need to ask in your world.
Okay.
Because you're coming from the deserving aspect. जब कुछ करूँगी तो ही मिल सकता है.
हाँ, मेरे को तो
Doing
यही
is
लगता है.
later. You have to be that energy. Because you don't even know what you're asking for.
Yeah,
I mean, everyone's asking to be Ambani, but how come none of us are Ambani right now? Because that's
तो
not
कुछ
your reality.
करोगे तो अंबानी बनोगे ना.
नहीं,
बिना
बन
करे
सकते हो,
कैसे बनोगे?
बन सकते हो, अभी भी बन सकते हो. You can outcreate Ambani. But the point is, are we ready to choose that energy? We've already concluded Ambani जैसे बन ही नहीं सकते. And then we are saying, look at the contradictory energies what we all are radiating. A, बनना अंबानी से भी ज्यादा है या अंबानी. But हम बन ही नहीं सकते. कि अंबानी तो एक ही है. Yes, Ambani ek hai, but you are also a solo Anju of this reality. You can outcreate that energy if you choose it. The choosing about the deserving is all in us. Are we ready to ask for more and receive it? So the simplest way is daily just ask yourself, who can I be today and what grand and glorious adventure can I have?
Mm-hmm.
It will just start melting. Adventure doesn't mean you have to go hiking or have to create some extra drama in the house or in your workplace. It's just about the adventure of you. When you allow that energy and just tap into that and just doing something as basic 5 minutes or everyday different or same thing, you'll start knowing what creates more ease. Because in that ease, when we are just calm, there's a space. How people say meditation, there's a silence. It's actually that space. Because when we're in space, there is that gap which allows to create something, the molecule to get changed. So when we allow that energy to show up, it always creates more. But point is, when there is too much silence, we think, shit, kuch galat hone wala. How can my mind be so quiet? Because we live in such a fast world. We like these mountain holidays. We like to go for holidays. But by the 4th, 5th day, we all are bored. We love that hustle life. It's not about right or wrong. It's about, okay, I'd rather take every 3 months a 4-day mountain break instead of just doing a 20-day thing. But people make it, you know what, if time nahi milega, let me take a long trip. Because people make it linear way things. But we don't acknowledge what we know and how we can deserve and create that money and we can come again or go to another country. So next time, whatever you're asking for, just ask, will it create more? The minute you're asking will create more, that means you're actually ready to receive. Am I, is it really my requirement? Because you're receiving changes from that energy. And then you'll exactly know you're getting bullied with it or You know you can receive it. The minute you can receive, you know you're deserving it.
So Rashi, so we have to, what you said, no, your body may not be requiring certain things, so I'm like, now, you know what, I'm speechless. I am really confused with, you have actually touched upon so many things. So can we start with, hey body, what do you desire? Okay.
Yeah.
And then start asking for it.
Of course.
Rather
That's what
than
I'm
just
saying. The
asking-
basic thing is even 2 tools daily asking, hey body, what do you require out of me today? Or how can we have fun today?
Okay.
Because you'll start even knowing what is fun for you. Because
Yeah.
that's the deserving of you. Because अगर आपको पता ही नहीं आपको fun किस में आता है, तो फायदा क्या है? फिर deserving कहाँ से आएगा? Deserving तो फिर then the list is just a list.
And sometimes we are asking just looking at this reality, like looking at people's.
Which is not wrong. So it's not about we have to go against the reality. You have to come with a space living in this reality. How can I have my fun? And something which you really know you're asking for it, that XY person has it, ask the body, will it create more? If the body says yes, then tell your body to duplicate that energy. It will. Don't say that कि मेरे को उसका दे दो. That's not like coming from that space. Okay, and that's it. Then our insecurity starts. Like, oh, how can he or she have it and I can't have it? Because that's the energy of lack. They could also have it, even you could have it. So you have to ask for that energy. You know what? What will it take for me to have it, to duplicate that? Actually, we make our life hard. If you'll always see around, all the answers are always around us. Half the work of the world, the people have already done work. You just have to do it in your way. Because if today I'm talking simultaneously, someone else is also doing a call, point is, this is my energy. That is that person's energy. That doesn't mean only I can talk on the free Zoom calls and they can't talk. They could be even doing the same topic, same time, same day. So why do we go in these commercial markets where you see there's a massage wala every corner mein there's same, and then we think how can they all get the same business? Because they know that what they are selling from that energy is something different. And you vibrate on a different energy that you might go to this store or that store. Because it's about their deserving, their receiving. It's not about just artificially making it more fancy or anything. That you can do it. Yeah, there's a subtle way people get attracted to that. But the person will only come back when they know where they're getting connected to. So it bottom lines comes to how much are we ready to receive us?
So now it makes sense to me what you're saying, because earlier I used to, whenever I used to go to supermarket, no, I say, "Arey, ye nahi le sakti, wo nahi le sakti." Maybe I don't have that much of money. But after access tools, that if money isn't a problem, what can I choose? And trust me, 80% of the things I didn't want it. I mean,
yeah, because from this linearity, like it's the same thing. If I'll put everyone thinks like, oh, having the X branded bag is only when I can prove I'm the rich girl of this reality, or the men with their cars or this thing like that. Okay, you can have all that, but tap into that energy. Is my body asking for it now?
Yeah.
Will it create more in my world?
Because
then I started getting to prove, to show it on the photos, or going in that 5 people ka gathering me to show, what, I'm richer, I'm superior, I'm deserving then more than you. If you can sit here in this VIP place, even I can sit. Do you really require that? Ask that. Half your battle with yourself will stop.
So I asked, if money isn't a problem, would I choose this? And the body says no. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to receive from these things, of course.
Yeah. And another thing, if you really want to do it, and you think that time, I still know that's not a money issue, but you're still creating a money issue, just demand in your body, you know what, I'm choosing this class or this thing, trip, whatever you're asking for, show up the money by this date.
Oh, wow.
How? We don't know.
Okay.
You need to demand. And underline, you have to be careful. What are you talking to yourself? Because if you're just doing upar ka talk again, universe exactly knows what drama you're doing. Because a lot of times people can show, you know what, I deserve it, I deserve it, I deserve it. But do you really desire it to have it?
So for tapping into the body, I have never been able to do that. When I say body, what do you want?
You need to lower your barriers. You need to sit calm with yourself and receive you. Whenever y'all are feeling you can't understand what I'm not getting awareness, just tell your body, okay. One way, simple way is inhale, exhale, and just tell your body, you can touch somewhere and just tell your body, you know what, let me lower my barriers. Because it's a self-defense mechanism where we just get our barriers energetically high. Because
And
it's more
body-
easier to keep saying, meko nahi samajh aata hai.
And say, body, what would you like to create
Kahin
today?
bhi. And if still you're not getting it, tell your body, I'm sorry, I still don't get it. Stop making me head trip. Head trip is like, dimag zyada chalta hai. Make your awareness more louder. So I just get it. It will be a hit and miss. It will be an hit and miss. It's okay. Even if it didn't work in your favor, you go like, okay, what else is possible? Okay, now let me ask for something else. We make it real. If I've already chosen this and it did not work, means it will never work. I can't ask for more. Because see, I tried with my deserving and it didn't go in my favor. So there's no right or wrong.
So when you make an ask of the universe show me what it would take for me to make X amount of money. Doesn't wait for an answer or just keep asking that till something.
You just keep asking and keep being present from where all it's showing up. And even that little money, what starts showing up, that change, tap into it and be grateful for it. Instead of going like, Arey, I was asking for 1 lakh rupees today, only 500 rupees showed on my account. So there's no gratitude for that, or 100 rupees showed up suddenly. Instead of go like, oh wow, thank you, universe. Because it's like you're acknowledging it so that 1 lakh can also show up in a day. Because it is like universe will test, because it's like, he doesn't have any point of view of deserving. It's like, can you receive and have it? It's like as simple as your parents want to give you the best of everything. But if they know that you're not going to know how to keep it or acknowledge it, they'll not know how to give you. They'll never against us. We create that energy. You know what? The universe is against us. We are our own enemies, unfortunately. So everything all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, co-ads, and beyond. Anyone? Any last question? Or we are good for today?
No, you go enjoy it.
I'm good. I'm just going to take a photo right now. I just feel like taking a photo today. So we are good. So thank you guys. I'm going to see you all next Tuesday. And Sonuji, you want to come on the photo? Should I take it again? Okay, and that's how I saw you came in the camera.
Thank you, Rashi.
Thank you. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. I'm going to stop the recording.
Can I ask where are you
Okay,
studying?
go ahead. Okay, quickly.
Yesterday I'm in Delhi and I was telling my sister-in-law that I feel like having some Bhutanese food because there are a lot of people. But
the Bhutanese food is as normal as the Chinese food of India, to be honest.
Rashi, where are you traveling?
I'm in Bhutan.
Bhutan, okay.
Yeah.
Because
Next
I
class
saw
will
the
be back from my home.
Yes, okay. No, because I saw the different wall, no? And you are wearing
and I'm in winter clothes. It's 5 degrees here.
Yeah. So I was wondering, where are you?
what made you go to Bhutan in the winter?
Parents. I was supposed to be in Rome, but my visa got delayed.
Oh,
So I came here.
so you're with your folks, okay.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm stopping the recording.